Next one is, how did you get so ugly overnight?
God. Oh man.
Really bad country song titles. So I wanted to name a few of them to you, and you could just rate them from 1 to 10.
Now are these real titles?
Apparently, they are real titles.
Because there's some out there I saw going around that weren't real. They were hilarious.
The first one that I'm going to pick off this list is All I Want From You, bracket, is Away, close bracket.
You know, that's I would say depending on how they support that play on words, that's a 10. That's really clever. So you can come up with a clever line like that, but you got to build a strong foundation for it.
Did I shave my legs for this?
Yeah, I'll bet that there are some women who, and maybe some men who've actually said that for real. And then, of course, we had Cletus Judd singing, "Did I shave my back for this?" Kind of don't want to visualize that one myself.
Next one is, how did you get so ugly overnight?
God. Oh man, that's cruel. I would have to rate it as a 10 if you want to be cruel.
So are country titles usually just like crazy like this? They just get to the point like that?
There've always been those kinds of songs. Shel Silverstein, wrote some great ones. Jerry Reed had She Got the Gold Mine, I Got the Shaft. And so we've always had those. And but the bulk of country music has been serious heartache, almost the blues, definitely the blues in many cases. Hank Williams Sr. Really sang the blues, as did Jimmy Rogers, a couple of our great pioneers. One of my biggest titles was just something I used to say all the time, this killing time is killing me. We always used to talk about killing time. And then once I was frustrated with how slowly the record company was moving on my first record, my big break, and just happened to say that. And then another one of my things that I would say, I've been better, but I've been worse, which is, I'm kind of fair to middling type of deal. Sometimes those are inspiring enough that you can write a whole song in the blink of an eye. Because the title just either tickled you so much or just was so deep. Win Varble has made a great living doing that, as did Shel Silverstein. It's not easy to write funny. And so you can come up with clever. It's a lot easier to come up with clever, but if you can write something that stays funny even after you've heard it a couple of times, then you've really done something. Because it's like hearing a joke and then hearing the punchline, and then somebody else tells you the joke and you already know the punchline. So it takes a lot to do that well.
Are there any Canadian artists that you would like to maybe collab with in the future, or that you have worked with and want to give a shout out to?
Oh, well, I wouldn't mind rocking out with Bryan Adams a little. Shania, of course, she's a great talent. Neil Young would be a dream come true. Been a huge Neil Young fan since I was a teenager. Carolyn Dawn Johnson, we toured together up in Canada, and she and I had already recorded a song together years ago that we did every night on stage. Terry Clark is a hoot. We've toured together. You have so many great ones from up there. Another great Canadian group, Rush. I'd just love to see them live, but I don't know if I could fit in with them, but boy, with that would be fun. It's too late now, of course. They've lost one of their core. You're going to be surrounded by people who have a vision for your career and for your artistry. Hear them out. You can make up your own mind, but it's easier to do that when you've heard them out. So you can still be yourself, but you might get some great ideas if you just listen, and it'll empower them and motivate them to think about your career more because they know you're going to listen. If you're a musician, don't ever stop practicing. Pick up other instruments. If you don't play guitar or piano or something, you're going to have somebody great in the band. Start now, and a year from now, who knows how great you'll be on that instrument. 10 years from now, imagine how good you'll be. So keep growing. You're going to be surrounded with great people to advise you and great musicians to teach you things they know. And soak it up. Take advantage of it all.
Dude, that was amazing. I might even pick up a guitar myself.
Start now. You know, you can't get any worse.